Oh, nung natapos po yung transaksyon, paano ho inabot sa inyo yung ano? Saan at paano ho inabot sa inyo yung inyong komisyon?
Binigay po sa office sa Morning Sun.
Kayo pinatawag.
Opo, opo.
Tapos inabot sa inyo ang cash.
Opo, opo.
Eh ano pong pagkakasabi ng pagkaabot sa inyo?
Yun po, yung commission namin, so, bigay ko na.
Eh wala ho ba nagreklamo sa inyo na, Mayor, bakit ito lang ho ang komisyon?
Wala po eh.
Eh, ikaw, Kap, hindi ka nagreklamo. Bakit pare-parehas kami ni Kagawad? Eh, kapitan ako. Hindi ka nagreklamo.
Hindi na po.
Yes, Vice Chair. In relation to
Yes,
this
in
issue, please
relation.
proceed.
So, Amlak, what about number 9 that you mentioned earlier, or swindling under Article 315 of the Revised Penal Code? Wouldn't that be sufficient? Because in buying a property and claiming that you are a Filipino who is entitled to purchase properties, then wouldn't that in effect fall under Article 315 of the Revised Penal Code as swindling?
Strictly speaking, sir, in my opinion, it's not going to be.
Why?
Because, sir, the element of Article 315 is that there is intent to defraud a particular person. So, if the person who sold the property was not defrauded, at least in terms of the purchase price, there's no stop under 315, Sir Chair.
Okay. Now, what about number 13, or the fraudulent practices or in violation of the Securities Relation Code, when it is the corporation that supposedly claims to be owned by a majority of Filipinos but ends up na hindi Filipino, like let's say, for example, Mr. Adiyang and the corporations where he belongs, it will now reduce the ownership of Filipino citizens. And that would be in violation of that particular law. Wouldn't that also be used as a ground?
Sir Chair, there are specific violations of SRC which are considered as unlawful activity to AMLA. And these are normally the regarding unauthorized issuance of investment products, or issuing investment products without the proper authority from the Securities and Regulations Code. So it's like similar to investment scams, Mr. Chair.
So, but that's Republic Act 9160 that you're referring to, correct?
Yes, sir.
9160?
The original AMLA law, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now, and it doesn't really identify or enumerate it. It just says it's violations of that particular law, the Securities and Exchange Code. Number 13. It does not enumerate any other things. It just says fraudulent practices and other violations of Republic Act number 8799.
I think it is enumerated, Mr. Chair, the specific provisions in the
It is what? I'm sorry?
Securities Regulation. There are specific provisions of SRC, Mr. Chair, that which are considered as unlawful activity to money laundering.
And where can that be found under Republic Act 9160? So that I can be enlightened?
Please give us some time, Mr. Chair, for us to check. Mr.
Why
Chair.
wouldn't you know that that should be your basic law, correct? Because I'm looking at it now, I'm at a loss as to where that could be found po.
Again, with the indulgence of Chairman, Vice Chairman Kit, as I mentioned, let us ask the leadership of the House with regards to all of this. And I think, AMLAC, all your explanation based on your interpretation and based on your of the law, no, and based on your practices, no, and jurisprudence.
Yes,
but
Mr.
in this case, may kanya-kanya tayong interpretation eh. When in fact, chairman ako, may pinakita sa akin with regards to the mandate of the OSG. And medyo pasok yun. But of course, as I've said, we'll just ask the leadership on how to deal with it, no? Kung kailangan si Speaker na mismo palabas ng provisional, so be it. Or from the Speaker to the ES, or Malacanang, so be it, no?
I will yield, Mr. Chair.
Para hindi tayo tumagal dyan. Anyway, Chairman Akop, okay ka na ba doon? Okay, thank you. Yes.
As a matter of fact, Mr. Chairman, before I yield to Congresswoman Luistro, I think the memorandum that was executed by Executive Secretary is specifically for the operation of the CIDG on the Baufo compound.
Yeah.
So basically, the executive secretary can again issue another memorandum of circular to other agencies as well. I think doon lang naman po marami naman pong pwedeng ahensya. Tama po si Congressman Acop sa DOJ, meron din silang mandate that they can freeze and preserve the asset.
And that was the request of the PAOK-TF to the ES. And now the ES is addressing that to the AMLAC. Yes, Vice Chair.
Mr. Chair, in support of the argument of the Honorable Keith Flores, I just want to state for the record, we have a principle in law, inclusio unios est exclusio alterios. Reading from the letters of paragraph 13, we should not narrow down what specific actions or offenses should be subject of the action for freeze order of these assets. Because the letters merely state fraudulent practices and other violations under Republic Act number 8799. Wala pong sinabi ang batas dito na specific actions, specific offenses. In other words, so long as it constitutes violation of the Securities and Regulation Code of 2000, it should be a proper subject of the actions to be taken by the AMLAC. We submit that manifestation, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Vice Chair. The manifestation of Vice Chairman is duly noted. Now, before we leave issue about the properties and the contempt order for Eddie Tayang, may isa pa dito yung question of, that was mentioned now, in question of the Yata Industrial Park, in which it was already confirmed by the assessors of Mexico, Pampanga, of course, the ROD, and the is the barangay chairman of San Lorenzo, Mexico, Pampanga is present? Yes, Mr. Chair. Please approach the mic and take a seat. Okay ka na. Hindi, after the before I ask the barangay chairman Elmer Canda, after this the discussion with Eddie Tayang, we will suspend because we have to tackle an important and pressing other matters with regards to the request of Mr. Loreto Santos under detention in the House, in consideration, of course, with his request, and at the same time with the preparation for the SUNA. It was relayed to us by the LSB that it must be considered na. Anyway, Elmer Canda, have you taken your oath?
Hindi pa po.
Oh, please, Comsec, please administer the oath.
Sir, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing?
Mr. Elmer Canda, are you familiar with the Yata Industrial Park?
Yes po.
The office address?
Hindi ko po alam yung address niya.
Hindi mo alam?
Opo.
I just want to remind you, you're under oath now.
Opo.
Hindi mo alam?
Opo.
Sigurado ka?
Yes po.
Oh, now, yung 34 hectares ng Yata Industrial, are you involved in the sale of that property?
Opo, kami po yung sa Barangay San Lorenzo po.
Oh, now you don't know the address of Yatay?
Hindi po.
Is anybody knows the official office address of Yata Industrial? Yes, Vice Chair. Former Vice Mayor.
The address is San Lorenzo, pero ang sabi po ni former barangay captain, wala pong yatay building sa San Lorenzo or offices.
Wala.
Wala pong office sa Barangay San Lorenzo ang Yatay Industry.
How do you know this Yatay? You were involved in the sale.
Opo.
Paano ka na-contact ng taga Yatay?
Bali po kami po yung nag-ahente doon sa lupa.
Oh, sino yung kausap mo?
Si Mayor po, Mayor Tumang.
Mayor Tumang. So Mayor Tumang is involved with the Yatay Industrial Park.
Opo.
Have you talked, do you know Eddie Tayang?
Yes po.
You have met him?
Isan lang po.
When?
2016 po.
During the sale.
Tagal na po. Opo.
During the sale. During the sale of the property.
Ay, iba po yung sa kanya.
Paano mo siya nakakausap nung time na yon?
Meron po kami nabenta lupa sa kanya sa barangay namin, San Lorenzo.
Hindi Yatay.
Pati po yung Yatay.
Hindi
Iba
nga
po,
tinatanong
iwalay po
kita.
sila. Iwalay po.
And then tinatanong ko nga sa iyo is, yung pag-met mo kay Eddie Tayang, in relation to the property. Tama?
Bali, sa kanya po namin binenta yung lupa
Kaya
ng...
nga bininta niyo sa kanya, so
Opo.
nakausap mo siya.
Opo.
And that was the first and the last.
Minsan lang po, noong 2016.
Yun lang, 2016.
Opo.
Now, during that sale of the land and talking to Eddie Tayang, sino yung kasama ni Eddie Tayang? Nung kausap mo siya?
Siya lang po.
Siya lang.
Opo.
Kayong dalawa lang.
Opo po.
Etong si Kiros,
Ay, hindi po kilala.
hindi mo kilala.
Opo.
During the time, but you know, it is Mayor Tumang that facilitated also this purchase of land. Sinabi mo na kanina eh.
Opo, bali...
Bali ano?
Paano yun?
Wag ka magsinungaling.
Opo, opo.
Anong involvement ni Mayor Tumang dito?
Wala po alam na involvement sa kanila. Yung dalawa ni ano.
Sandali. On record, sinabi mo kanina na yung transaction is being made by you, Mayor Tumang, and Eddie Tayang. But once na kayo nagkita ni Eddie Tayang,
Nag-ano po kasi, diretso po kasi ako sa kanya eh.
sorry? Diretso ka?
Opo, direkta po ako sa
Oo,
kanya.
facilitated na magdiretso ka doon.
Iba po yung kay Yatay.
Hindi nga, sinasabi ko ngayon kay Eddie Tayang, sino nag-facilitate, sino makausap mo siya?
Nag-facilitate po sa...
Para makausap mo.
Si Roy po, Roy Gomez.
Roy Gomez.
Opo.
Are you familiar that Roy Gomez is the man?
Opo, opo.
man of Mayor Tumang.
Opo.
Okay. Now, yung sa Yatay, sinong nag-facilitate nun?
Si Roy Gomez din po.
Roy Gomez. So, do you know that it is also Mayor Teddy Tumang?
Opo.
You confirm it?
Opo.
Okay, now. Sabi mo, hindi mo alam yung address, pero nasa barangay mo.
Wala pong ano ron, office ang Yatay Industry sa barangay namin.
The sale. Saan yung opisina?
Ang office po niya kay Mayor sa bahay niya, sa Morning Sun.
Okay, now, again, just for the record. Okay. Sabi mo, kasi hindi ka rin pwedeng magsinungaling eh. Kasi yung properties, under Yatay, may address yun. Tama?
Hindi po, wala po talagang ano doon. Baka
Hindi lang,
nilagay lang po yung address doon na wala pong office. Kasi po, dinadala ko yung mga tao sa bahay ni Mayor Tumang.
Kaya nga eh.
Sa Morning
Kaya nga
Sun.
gusto ko establish na may opisina. Pero wala talagang, nandun sa record kasi sa assessors eh, kung saan yung Yatay. Tama? Nasa San Lorenzo.
Opo, yung nabiling lupa po, San Lorenzo.
Okay, now, you're telling this committee na yung mga tao dinadala mo sa opisina ni Mayor Tumang. Sa
Opo,
bahay
opo.
mismo?
Opo.
Ito bang bahay ni Mayor Tumang, ito rin yung opisina ng Morning Sun?
Opo po.
Also, the office of Mayor Tumang, which is the Morning Sun Industries, and Yatay, mag-isa lang.
Opo po.
Sino ngayon nagre-represent doon sa Yatay? Pag dinala mo yung mga tao doon?
Si Mayor po, tsaka si Roy Gomez.
Sila rin mismo.
Opo.
Sila rin mismo ang kausap nyo.
Opo, opo.
Sila rin mismo ang nag-facilitate ng application doon sa reclassification vice. Who represented yung reclassification ng properties nitong Yatay?
Mayroon po silang representation, Kim Koya po. Or as Michael, something, Chinese na alias niya is Michael.
Chinese na Michael.
Yung parang alias niya po yun. Pero
Sino
Kim po.
nag-sponsor during the time?
Sponsored is usually the Chiron Lanyus, si Councilor Manny Manalo.
Is Councilor Manalo present?
Nasa Cebu po. Yun
Yun yung kanina. Okay. Comsec, please take note of that he should be present on the two issues na po. Yung sale nung yung reclassification ng Yatay properties. So now, hindi ko na itatanong pa yung iba. Now, Kapitan, you confirm na that the Yatay is also in the Morning Sun Industries.
Opo po.
Doon po ang opisina mismo ni Mayor Tumang.
Opo po.
And Mayor Tumang facilitated with Roy Gomez the sale of property of the Yatay.
Opo po.
Okay. Now, 34 hectares to. Kinakumpirma mo ba? 34 hectares.
Marami po yan eh. Almost 150 to 200 hectares yun eh.
Oh, yes, correct.
Opo.
Oh, so, properties ng Yatay. So, 152 now. Assessors. Assessors. Ilan ba talaga? Do you confirm na 152 plus daw eh?
Ang dalak mo record po ngayon sa Your Honor, nandun lang, 261 yata.
261. Okay, for the record, it's 261 land which is under
Yatay Industrial Park po.
under the ownership of Yatay Industrial Park. 261. Assessors, ano lang, kindly submit to COMSEC, no? All those properties. And ROD, dapat nagsasalubong yung data nyo, ha? Paki-check na rin yung sa inyo. Para confirm lang.
Yes, Your Honor.
So now, unless members of the committee will ask the former chairman of San Lorenzo, Mexico, Pampanga, El Mercanda, do you want to ask? Yes, please proceed, Chairman Akop.
Chairman, sinabi nyo kanina na walang opisina yung Yatay Industrial Park sa dapat na kinaroroonan niya.
Opo, wala po sa Barangay San Lorenzo.
Yes. Ang nandun, yung
Yung lupa po.
lupa na binili nila.
Opo.
Tapos, ang nandun din sa lugar na yon, sa San Lorenzo, Mexico, bahay ni Mayor Tumang.
Doon po ang transaksyon.
Hindi nga, nandun yung bahay ni Mayor Tumang.
San Lorenzo, wala po.
Wala.
Opo.
Pero yung Morning Sun Industries, nasaan po yun?
San Antonio po, katabi po namin barangay.
Sa San Antonio.
Opo, opo.
Okay. So, kung doon nagkakaroon ng transaction, yung Yatay Industrial Park, sa bahay mismo ng former Mayor Tumang, ano po ang masasabi nyo?
Kasi po, mayor siya, kaya doon ang transaksyon sa bahay niya. Sa Morning Sun.
Ano po?
Mayor po siya.
Bakit? Siya bang, ano to? May-ari ng lupa o siya bang bumibili? Ano?
Siya pong bumibili.
Siya ang bumibili ng lupa.
Opo.
Yung 34.516 hectares sa San Lorenzo, Mexico.
Opo, opo.
Yung 111.28 hectares sa San Jose Matulid, Mexico. Pag-aari din yun ng Yatay Industrial Park, hindi ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Yes. So, ibig bang sabihin pag-aari rin ni Mayor Tumang to?
Bali, katabi po ng barangay namin. Medyo malayo
Kaya nga.
ang...
Pero Yatay din ang may-ari. Yung unang lupa sa San Lorenzo
Sa San Lorenzo po, yun lang po. Pero yung sa ibang barangay, hindi ko na po...
pero ang kausap po ninyo si Mayor Tumang.
Opo, dun sa
Hindi
barangay
naman
San
yung
Lorenzo.
Yatay
Opo, hindi po yung Yatay.
Oh, Morning Sun. So, ibig sabihin, sino ang bumibili o nagbebenta ng lupa?
Si Mayor po ang bumibili.
Si Mayor ang bumibili.
Opo, opo.
So, pwede bang isipin namin na yung Yatay Industrial Park na nagmamay-ari ng lupa na 111.2 hectares sa San Jose Matulid, Mexico, si Mayor din ang bumili?
Hindi ko po alam kasi sa barangay lang namin po yung alam po.
Okay. Nabanggit kanina yung San Antonio, Mexico.
Opo, opo.
Tama. Merong 4.2 hectares doon. Pag-aari rin ng Yatay. Hindi rin nyo po alam.
Hindi ko po alam na binili yun. Opo.
Okay. So, Mr. Chair, kailangan dito talaga, nandito si Mr. Teddy Tumang para sagutin yung mga katanungan natin. Oo. Kasi hindi naman nila masagot eh.
Yeah, thank you, Chairman. That's all, Chairman. Thank you, Chairman Akop. Last na lang po, Kapitan.
Opo,
Ito,
opo.
you're talking about the San Lorenzo property lang. That was sold to Yatay, di ba? Yun ang
Opo,
alam mo,
opo.
sabi mo. Okay. Now, ang tanong ko po, magkano yung naging komisyon mo doon?
Bali, binili po ni Mayor yung
Sabi na lang, finder's fee. O, magkano?
200 per square meter.
Ikaw,
Sa 5% po kami.
5% ka.
Opo,
So, magkano ang total na natanggap mo doon?
1.2 po binigyan ako ng-
1.2 million.
Opo.
Okay, that's part of your hanap buhay. no?
Opo, opo.
Okay. Now, question. Who gave you that 1.2 million?
Si Mayor po.
Mayor mismo.
Oh.
Si Mayor because siya mismong bumili ng lupa.
Opo, opo.
Okay, that's on record, Mr. Chair. The members of this committee that si Kapitan nakatanggap ng 1.2 million as commission diretso coming from Mayor Tumang
Opo, opo.
himself. Hindi po during that yung 1.2 million nung binigay sa iyo, sino pong nandun, kasama mo?
Si Roy Gomez po nandun.
Tatlo lang po kayo?
Pareho lang po kami.
Si Roy Gomez, 1.2 din?
Opo, opo. Pati po yung dalawang kagawad ko. Kasi kasama ko po mga nagayante.
Nandun din yung dalawang kagawad mo?
Opo, opo.
Tag 1.2 din sa kanila?
Opo, pare-pareho po kami.
So, that's around 4.8 million.
Opo.
1.2, apat kayo.
Opo.
Oh, so, mga 4.8, ang laki. Ay, kasi 34 million at 200 pesos per square. Laking kinita. Anyway, yes, Chairman Barbers.
Just a follow-up kay Kapitan. Kapitan, yung binayad sa inyo ay 5%? Tama po ba?
Opo, Your Honor.
Bakit kaya 5%? Bakit hindi 10%?
Doon lang pong ibinigay eh. Doon lang kami
Yun
sa
ba ay
5%.
usapan nyo?
Opo, opo.
Sino ang nag-offer ng 5%?
Si Mayor po.
Si Mayor Tumang.
Opo, opo.
So sinabi niya sa inyo, Kap, meron kang 5% dito. Ganon?
Opo, opo.
Okay. Yung bang transaction na yon, nung panahon na yon, ikaw ay incumbent na kapitan?
Kapitan po ako nun.
Hindi mo ba alam na meron kang pagkakasala dyan sa ginawa mong transaction na yan?
Wala po.
Hindi mo alam?
Di po.
Hindi mo alam na merong issue ng graft and corruption dyan sa ginawa mong yan?
Wala po. Wala naman po akong pinirmahan na ano.
Hindi.
Basta sinali lang po.
Okay. Sige, ibang usapan na lang yung tungkol dyan. Pero tanongin ko lang. Hindi ko makapigilan eh. Okay. Ilang term mo kayo naging kapitan, Kap?
3 times po, 2007 hanggang 2017 July.
Bago po kayo naging kapitan, ano po ang inyong profession? Ano ho ang inyong ginagawa?
Wala po, dati po akong trabahador sa Angeles City.
Sa munisipyo?
Opo. Ngayon po sa hospital ako.
Anong trabaho nyo, Kap? Dati ho, anong trabaho nyo?
Sa furniture po sa Angeles City.
Sa Angeles?
Opo.
So, private po yon.
Opo, private po.
Okay. Yan ba yung Betis?
Yung Calpan Manufacturing.
Ngayon, yung 5% na yon ay in-offer sa'yo, kay Kagawad at saka kay Roy Gomez.
Opo, opo.
Nung natapos po yung transaksyon, paano ho inabot sa inyo yung ano? Saan at paano ho inabot sa inyo yung inyong komisyon?
Binigay po sa office sa Morning Sun.
Kayo pinatawag.
Opo, opo.
Tapos inabot sa inyo ang cash.
Opo, opo.
Ano pong pagkakasabi ng pagkaabot sa inyo?
Yun po, yung commission namin, so, bigay ko na.
Wala ho ba nagreklamo sa inyo na, Mayor, bakit ito lang ho ang komisyon?
Wala po eh.
Ikaw, Kap, hindi ka nagreklamo. Bakit pare-parehas kami ni Kagawad? Kapitan ako. Hindi ka nagreklamo.
Hindi na po.
Hindi. Gusto ko lang malaman kasi gusto ko lang matanong talaga si Kapitan tungkol dyan eh. bukod dyan sa property na yan lang ba yung una at huling transaksyon?
Opo,
Wala na ibang naging transaksyon?
wala na po.
So sa pagkakaalam mo, na kung saan ay involved ka, yung lupang binili ni Yatay sa barangay mo, meron kang komisyon.
Opo, opo.
Alam nyo rin ba na doon sa ibang barangay kung may komisyon yung mga kagaya yung mga kapitan at kagawad doon?
Siguro po, meron din.
Ilan? Sandali yun. Kap, yung bang Kap, ilan ho yung kagawad na nakatanggap?
Dalawa po.
Bakit dalawa ho? Bakit dalawa lang?
Dali tatlo lang po kami sa barangay.
Hindi, yung ibang kagawad.
Hindi po kasali.
Kaya nga po, mayroon bang dahilan kung ba't hindi sinali yun?
Ewan ko po.
Ano siya palagay nyo kung ba't hindi sinali ibang kagawad? Kaya ba, ikaalyado mo?
Opo, kalyado po.
Yung mga ibang kapitan? Ay, ibang kagawad?
Opo, opo.
Pero wala kang idea kung bakit yung dalawa lang ang isinama?
Wala po, siguro mas marami yung konti kaysa marami.
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman.
Kaya hindi sila.
Chairman,
Mr. Chairman,
I would like to thank Congressman Ace Barbers for making the discussion so lightly. Sometimes mabigat na sa puso natin yung nangyayari, but this time nagkaroon tayo ng konting break. I would like to ask Congressman Ace Barbers to proceed and ask for more.
Siguro, Kap, yung inyong komisyon, hindi ba dapat siguro mas malaki sa inyo dahil kapitan kayo?
Hindi na po ako nagreklamo kasi mayor yung ko eh.
Ang punto ko lang dito,
Baka kung magreklamo po, magagali pa. Kaya hindi na po.
Mr. Chair, kaya hindi ka na nagreklamo. Okay, sige, salamat po. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, a while ago when you were out of the hearing, we were discussing lightly about the commission of the barangay captain and the kagawad, which is not fair according to the resource speakers. But well, that's the reason why we need to ask the presence of Mayor Ted Tumang. I think the another 5% was pocketed by the mayor.
Hindi, baka nga, kaya nga
Joke
mamaya.
lang po yun, Mr. Chairman. Joke lang po yun.
Chairman Dan, mamaya, hindi pa tayo pumunta doon sa 43 million. Because ako, personally, and of course, as a member siguro, while Mayor Tumang allegedly tell this committee that yung pera daw galing daw sa hiniram niya, then sa mga pamilya niya, then galing abroad. And all this revelation coming from the former barangay captain Elmer Candam San Lorenzo, he has all the capacity to pay that 43 million because the money involved in that sale, ito ang pinag-usapan pa lang is 34 hectares. Pero yung properties dyan, 200 plus. So he has the capacity to buy. May kausap siya. May pera siya. Anyway, so much of that. Captain, thank you for all those revelation and your cooperation. No, anyway, stand by ka lang. Baka sa next hearing, kayo na ni Mayor Tumang magkaharap.
Opo, opo.
Okay? Just stand with in your ground, no? And all your statement lang, ha?
Opo, opo.
Huwag kang magbago para hindi ka
Wala pong pagbabago.
hindi ka ma-cite in contempt ni Chairman ako. Kanina pa si Chair. Anyway, before we proceed with the issue of 43 million to address to Mayor Tumang and Alex Tumang, we will suspend muna, sandali, for a few minutes. Si Mr. Loreto Santos is present. Andito na ba? Loreto Santos. Okay. We'll just suspend in a while, then we'll talk to Loreto Santos and we will tackle other matters muna with regards to the plea of Mr. Loreto Santos, no? The hearing is suspended for a few minutes. Pwede na muna kayong CR and everything. Then we will resume after a few minutes po.
Dapat ikaw yung controller mo, diba? Para access mo. Yung dalawang